Hi everyone, my name is Electric Donkey and today we are back doing another Donkey's feedback kind of video. So yeah, sorry about the upload thing. YouTube was playing up last Friday, so I missed an upload, so now we've done double Donkey's feedback, but next Monday will be Tuesday even, we'll be going back to the normal upload. But today we're reviewing a game called Power Defense. It's a tower defense game, as you could probably guess from the title. The aim is to place towers to defend from the enemy creatures. If you let an enemy reach the end of the track, you lose some hearts. There are 6 game modes: easy, medium, hard, sandbox, nightmare and challenges. It's my first game, so it isn't really good, but I tried my best and I would appreciate some feedback, which is what we're going to be doing. We're going to start off and say that, let's just say this has been running in the background for a while. None have got through, as you can see. I've still got 20 lives. In fact, we can just about afford one of these things, whatever one of these things is. We're going to pop it there. Don't know what it does. No clue. As I say, I've left it running. I guess it does that then. Yeah, I don't know what difficulty I'm playing on. I kind of just clicked the first one that came up, which probably wasn't great, but either way, whatever difficulty I am playing on is incredibly easy. I might have clicked on easy by accident, mind you, but yeah, it's stupidly easy to the point where I can just place random things here, and yeah, we can just go through the waves nice and easy. I don't even have to be in the game. You can literally place, if you place 2, even just 1 of these 100 bits just like there or something, they'll never get there. So we're going to check some of the other bits, but whilst we're going through this and this is idling through, let's not talk about the gameplay for a second. Let's talk about the UI and the art and stuff, and the sound as well. I'll have to come back to that soonish. So the first thing, we've got black bars. Black bars are never good. Realistically, get rid of them as soon as possible. But yeah, that's a small little thing. In terms of UI, if you place these turrets down or whatever on top of the UI, you know, that's something that really shouldn't happen. It should be placing it below the UI, but again, it's not a huge problem. One thing that I don't particularly like is the quit button. It doesn't really fit in, I don't think, but it is kind of useful. And also this little bit in the corner, it needs to be bigger. I didn't notice it to start with. You got all this big font here, you got this big text and everything flashing at you here, and then you just got like tiny little white text in the corner, and it doesn't really show up very much. It's not very noticeable, especially if you don't have a proper tutorial. I mean, you got a guide and that's pretty useful, but without, you know, proper tutorial, you know, yeah. But yeah, again, not a huge problem. One thing that is kind of a huge problem is the tiles. Now, there's one thing going on here that I really don't like as a general rule, whereby we've got clear tiles. They're very noticeable that this tile is there. It goes there, 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 there. Alright, we completed that one as well. But yeah, I mean, you can see it here, but it's not a problem here. It's fine. Let's try nightmare mode, I guess. Okay, so yeah, you really need to be on the ball with that one. Let's do challenge mode, challenge 1. I don't know what this is going to be like. But yeah, as I was saying, the tiles need to be not indistinguishable that they are a tile. There's several ways you can do that. You can make it so you just randomly place these in. You're not placing them in the tile format. The same thing goes for this. Or you can use a program which allows you to see it as this, and it allows you to see whether you've got these gaps here or whether it's just completely smooth and you can't notice it. That would be my advice for that case. I don't know what this bacteria thing is. I guess we'll check. But yeah, that's something that needs to be fixed kind of soon-ish. Another thing, just without the gameplay, we're on about the sound. Even the sound for me it had great potential for a point. The introduction to it I really liked it. It really fitted it, and it was going really well. And then you kind of it kind of changed genre midway through into another kind of music, and I was thinking, fine, this is great. But then it kind of just repeated itself for quite a while, to the point where it got so repetitive that it was kind of annoying to listen to, even. Especially on a game like this, we're not really doing all that much. It's not very active. Also, I'm just looking at this nightmare mode, as you called it. I don't think there's technically any way of doing it. I don't think, because as soon as you spawn with 150. I guess you could put one of these things down. Whatever these are. Okay, yeah. So I guess what you do is not that. Yeah, we do that quicker. Yeah, I think, to be honest, the nightmare mode, I get where you're coming from with it, but I mean, we've only played like a tiny amount of it. Yeah, I don't actually think it's possible. Forgive me if I'm wrong here, but you lose lives quicker than you can actually place enough things down. You can't actually defeat these things. You just almost instantly die within the first round or so. Oh no, okay, we can now, yeah, we can now get rid of them. So we could, okay, but every so often one goes. It was hard mode. Okay, so there's some variation going on, I guess. Again, I don't think the starting money is enough. I think you need to build up a bit more. My advice would be for this is to have different types of enemies that come through, so different difficulties, whatnot. But yeah, and that would be my advice, is to start off kind of weak with little things, and then build your way up to make harder and harder and harder things come through, so you get a chance to build up some money before doing that. And possibly the difficulties could just affect the speed in which it goes. I think you nailed it for the medium, I believe. The easy was ridiculous. You could just idle it in the background. Hard, again, I didn't think was entirely possible. Nightmare definitely wasn't possible. Challenges were good, but again, they were kind of similar to the easy, as I found. Yeah, we didn't play Sandbox, so I wouldn't know. But they're the kind of general gameplay things. I've already been through the other bits and bobs, but realistically they are just extra things. The gameplay is the most significant thing, and then all the other bits fall in after that. For example, if you wanted to with the sound, you could just get rid of the sound. That would probably be the best thing to do. With the tiles are not too important. I couldn't really care less whether they look great or look bad if the gameplay is not there. So that would be my advice, just to work on the gameplay, really, and especially refine the three key modes: easy, medium, and probably nightmare would be the ones to hone in and get sorted. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Power Defense review. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, or do you guys want to do, and I'll talk to you in the next one.